The spring screw in the back of its neck is protruding, producing a grinding sound.
死のネジクリッターと同化した機械か。それがあなたか、ペトロヴナ。幼樹、その本体、そんなものと結びついてあなたは何を得る。あなたはその姿で何をするんだ。
I recognize that form. I've seen it 150 times. Guy knew the name and form. Yoki, Blood Tree. One of the 41 creatures that devours humans. One of the 41 great terrors covering the city. The roots and trunk of the many existing Yoki. Everyone who lived through the revival 10 years ago knew about them. The Yoki's main body. That is a form of terror sowing seeds of death. 10 years ago, this was what scattered the seeds of death that killed 20% of the people. The chrome blades and guns had no effect on it. It was among the strongest of the strange. These weren't the eyes of a mutated human. No number of monsters could ever defeat such a creature. Not a single physical law held meaning. This was a supernatural phenomenon. It killed people much like a disease.
僕はその姿に因縁がある。149の命を僕の前で奪ったものだ。
Eating away at people, killing them like it was nothing. The kings of monstrosities, the creatures, black terrors that scattered red death. It grew into a giant before his eyes. She was half buried in it, and looking towards Guy, she was surely smiling. As if she's enjoying her own role, from the bottom of her heart.
美しいでしょ、私の体は、ギー。あなたのすべてを愛してあげる。いいえ、あなた以外のすべてをも愛する。都市のすべてを私は包んで弾けさせる。聞こえているのでしょう。クラッキング実験などもう必要ないのです。私の愛だけが都市を解放させるのです。過去は必要ない。私が現在のすべてを与えてあげましょう。都市の現在、すなわち死そのもの。私のこの体が示すすべてのもの、黒き死。
Black Death.
私にできないことはない。無数の種子をまき、無数の私をまいて、人々は幸せのうちに私によって死ぬの。あなたの熱も刃も鋼も私には通じない。クリッターと機械を誰も同時に破壊することはできないのです。楽しいでしょう、ギー。あなたを取り込んで私は完全となるのです、ギー。
She laughed, as if ridiculing, as if screaming. Insanity and death hung deeply in the air. Had she been released by this? Was this because of that clear voice she could hear? But he wouldn't accept it. He felt nothing at all from the Yoki's main body and its seeds of death, other than hatred and bloodlust.
申し出は断ろう、ペトロヴナ。大公爵の消失があなたをこうさせるなら、まだこの手にはやるべきことがある。
When Guy spoke, two voices called to him. What will you do?
何をする？
What are you doing? What do you want to do?
何をしたい？
What are you trying? What do you want to do, Guy?
君は
What are you
何をす
trying
る
to
の
do?
か？
Guy could feel two existences, the clown at the edge of his vision and him standing at his back. The two voices overlapped. While gazing at the woman sneering above him, Guy chose one of the voices. Without hesitation, I've decided which voice is meant for me. I'm watching you, because I no longer have a body. I can't do anything but walk. Why do you do these things? I want to find out. Are you ready to fail, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready to see how this incredible hottie kills us? Let's see. We are going to cover our ears. He covers his ears. Guy rejects both voices. Petronov's screams echoed far away. She continued to wail something in her whirling insanity. Ah, that's right. Surely she was the same as him. Within the silence, he thought that this was the end for him. The woman who said she knew everything had fallen to madness. What could he possibly do when he knew nothing? The two voices called out to him. He knew he should listen to one or the other. However, Guy had no means of doing so. None at all. They wouldn't work on that thing. Neither the hand of the flame nor the Steel King's arm. His hand wouldn't reach. He couldn't answer the woman's screams. Though this was all he could do, Guy gazed straight at her. Blackness wrapped around his body. It encased him. A sweet smell reached his nostrils. The 10 nightmarish years would end here. That wasn't so bad. He was tired. The illusion continued to dance at the edge of his darkened vision. At long last, the clown would disappear. Fucking wrecked! I'm confused. I wonder. Usually, when you have 3 options here, it gives you like one that's the right one. And then it gives you like 2 that are basically gonna be the same thing. But since I had an option to listen to the clown, Kikai, or neither, I wonder if the other one's gonna have something like special. You know what I mean? So we're gonna close our eyes. Silently, I closed my eyes. He could hear Petronov's screams. He continued to wail something in her whirling insanity. That's right, surely she was the same as him. Within the darkness, he thought that this was the end for him. The woman who said she knew everything? Okay. Same. Yeah. This is the same exact.
150回目は僕自身が
That's new. Nightmare years were end. Tired. Hello, Guy. Goodbye. Illusion continued to dance. At least it would disappear. Okay, so like one line fucking changed. I thought it was gonna be like something interesting, like he was gonna somehow use the clown to attempt to attack her or some shit. Or the clown was gonna say something witty and fucking crazy, but no! Well, fuck. Let's destroy her, even though she's really hot. Extend your right hand, Guy. I extend my right hand higher. Guy extended his hand towards her insane smile. Towards the giant Yoki, towards Penetrov at its head. Or perhaps towards the sky above them. He screamed something. He wasn't sure whether he'd formed words. He wasn't sure, but he screamed. He screamed. He held out his right hand. He at his back was moving. His hand was moving just as Guy's was. Towards the sky. The steel right hand extends. He extends his right hand forward. Straight forward, as if overlapping with Guy's right hand. A hand trying to grab on to something. A hand made of steel. It seemed to respond to Guy's thoughts. As if stirring, it continued to extend. The steel hand tore through the space filled with seeds. It extended towards Petronov. 5 steel-colored fingers writhed and materialized. The finger joints scraped, making noises. It gave off sharp metallic sounds, like the strings of a lute. What is this? This wasn't something he'd had before, but the hand certainly was his. What extended from behind Guy was crimson. The red, steel hand. Like the brightest of flame. Covered in a steel helmet. A pair of lights shining sharply. That form was filled with crimson. He wrapped in steel, had changed forms. He couldn't see it, but he knew right away. He knew the form of the steel him, extending his right hand from beyond. It held Guy's body, yet extended that hand as well. Guy couldn't understand why it had changed form. The steel body was now dyed crimson and had 2 eyes, a different form, but there was no doubt it was him. Guy didn't move a muscle, because he at his back was definitely him. At the edge of his vision, the dancing clown was no longer there.
あなたを外には出さない。ここで止める。ペトロブナ、その幼児を。あなたの刃を砕く。
He silently extended his right hand forward. He also extended his steel right hand forward as if tracing a path. A right hand extended along with his will. It was Guy's right hand. That hand was not an ordinary human hand. A right hand wrapped in crimson steel existed there. A hand of blades like him at his back. A metallic scraping sound, as if answering Guy's will. It moves, yes, this thing moves. It actually moves as I will it. He glared at the giant yoki spreading across his vision. Harsh animosity and bloodlust. They were probably Petrovna's. He extended his steel arm and saw the same things as him. He could see him changed to steel crimson, as well as the woman and the yoki. Even without activating his equation, he could see it. He ignored the insane woman and continued to sneer at it. He and Guy glared at the giant trunk. His right hand, the hand of both him and Guy, different from the one hand. However, somehow this hand also feels real. There was something that he at his back could do. Something that he at his back needed to do. What must I do with this hand? I know. The same thing as before.
砕けるのはあなたの方です、ドクターギー。
Tentacles of death extended. A giant answered her screams. He could certainly tell the countless tentacles the giant sent forth, and the countless seeds wrapped around them. Guy's right eye had already captured everything about the fantasy named Million Gagaru. It sowed death. It planted seeds. Seeds that ate away and brought ruin to human minds and bodies, including the people of the city. They had fallen into despair and resignation. No one had been able to escape from that. Those tentacles rose up. The targets of those lances were Guy and him. A great many red and black lines traversed the sky. So fast, my eyes can't follow them. Mortal bodies could hardly hope to dodge them, except perhaps for Pucelle soldiers with their hardly shaped nervous reflexes, or heavy machine engine humans with nerve reconstruction. We all know this, we've gone over this, yeah. But even if they had managed to dodge the tentacles, they would have been caught in the steeds of death, firing, filling the surrounding space. And yet he was alive. He still lived.